You know what I'm talking about. Again, moolah. Let's make some. Chris hits me up on Twitter at BigBoyPantsGolf. It's also at BigBoyPantsGolf on Instagram, and sends me this spreadsheet. He and I agree on 2 picks, and then we disagree on 2 others. Chris did turn out to be much more right than I was. The only thing he got wrong, really, was the fact that Adrian Oman will be playing as part of a team rather than in singles. He correctly picked that Poulter would pick Kevin Na's team. It was some clever back and forth in the press conference where Kevin Na's slow play was grilled.
Hopefully he doesn't ask them to replay and see if I touched the ball before it went in the hole.
I mean, listen, it could take him a while to walk a few in. It normally does.
You know your smack talk game is on point if you can get someone in the audience to go,
Slugger, can I play slower on purpose?
Kevin Na with some disturbingly bad smack talk.
I'm not sure it's possible to play any slower, Kev.
Anybody else out there a fan of the moolah? That's a Benjamin if you add them all together. Throw one down on Poulter. Take the kids to Disneyland free. My work here is done. If you want to make even more money, well then, interestingly enough, Chris, who got everything almost perfectly right when he was picking who the teams would pick and how they would set up the singles and the foursomes, to me, wait for it, literally got every one of these wrong. I'm sorry, Chris. It says on the bottom here, asterisk, winners highlighted in white text boxes. So I agree with you that Brooks Koepka will beat HV3. And then I would say if you want to make some serious money, bet exactly opposite of what Chris has picked for everything else. Well, I mean, he and I agree on Ian Poulter as well. But you think Martin Kaymer is going to beat Joaquin Niemann, or that Phil Mickelson is going to beat Cameron Smith? So Chris and I agree on Brooks Koepka beating HV3 and Ian Poulter beating Kevin Na. But I'd be very comfortable in literally taking the exact opposite on all his bets. I cannot believe that he thinks James, I eat white fish and vegetables on air, and I'm not embarrassed about it, is going to beat Peter Uihlein. Uihlein, I mean, if it wasn't for a rock in the bunker on the last hole he played in that playoff against Brooks Koepka, could have easily been the winner at the last LIV Golf individual event. Lee Westwood versus Siwon Kim. Siwon could easily win that one. Jed Morgan versus Laurie Cantor. 2 guys, I have no idea who they are. Toss up. Matthew Wolff versus Mark Leishman. You don't know what kind of Matthew Wolff you're getting. Is he the swagtastic Matthew Wolff, or is he the one who's a little bit sad? Again, I take Leishman, no problem. Sure, with Jones and Ormsby versus Wiesberger and Tringali. Wiesberger and Tringali are probably the favorites, but it's alternate shot. Who cares? No one practiced that format. You can't get in a rhythm. Remember when Phil Mickelson and Tiger Woods have played together as a team? Team thing is completely different than individual play. The best bets here are that Martin Kaymer will lose, James Piot will lose. Unfortunately, Phil Mickelson is a lock to lose. I'm not sure on the odds on that one. But you've got a guy in Cameron Smith who's in fuego. And Phil Mickelson, when you say he took one for the team, he took one for the entire LIV Tour. Deserves every penny of his $200 million or so for getting this thing off the ground, putting his thick skin to the test. So I don't see him pulling this one out. There's definitely a lot of money to be made. Let's all fade Chris, except for on the Brooks Koepka and Ian Poulter picks. Those are the only two we agree on. Chris came into my house and showed me up a little bit and figure out which team would pick which team. But now, round 2, Big Boy Pants Golf is dropping some serious, sick golf knowledge to make you money. Tell me, are you going to get yourself a Lambo or a yacht with your winnings? Get in the comment section below. And don't get one of those lime green Lambos that Baby Koepka had Big Brooks Koepka buy for him.